the simple makeup. I'll teach you how you can achieve this makeup in 30 minutes. And then install, you don't even have to install, style your T-frontal wig. So this is what a T-frontal wig looks like. So this is an 8 inches bob T-frontal wig, human hair. So yeah, I wear it on my dummy and then comb with my tail comb and make sure to relax those hairs backward, and then from the center I packed the front side, one side. After that, I went in with my hair wax or wax stick. So definitely before you use your hot comb, definitely use your wax stick, is important. Then I use my tail comb to comb it backward. After then I use my hot comb to press it in. Yeah. After my hot comb, I did the same thing on the both side. So yeah, I didn't film it, but I did the same thing on the both side. After the hot comb, you see now it's clear. I use my got-to-be glue at the front, just at the front. It also flattens it in and make it look like it's a frontal wig, but it's not. So after that, I went in with my melting band. I hold it with my melting band. So yeah, after holding it with my melting band, so it can flatten the front small more and give us that frontals kind of look, I went ahead to I used what I use on the wig first before using the hot comb again. It's a heat protectant spray. So after using the heat protectant spray to spray on the hair, I went in with my hot comb to comb it round, and then after that I went in with my straightener. Very important. So I use it to straighten the hair. Originally the hair is a little bit curvy hair, especially from the front. It's an 8 inches T-frontal, but the front is kind of longer. So if you don't want to go through the stress of using your tonguing comb, you can use your hot comb. You can use your straightener rather to straighten the hair and give it a little curve at the end. So yeah, this is it. After using my straightener, then I cut the lace. I cut off the lace, and after cutting the lace, this is our result. And next thing I did was to get my moisturizer on my face. It's important if you want to do your makeup. Always use your moisturizer to moisturize your face. After moisturizing, I use my primer to prime my face. Yeah, moisturizing and priming is important. After priming the face, I went in with my pencil, brown pencil, but I brushed the brows first. I brush it first. Then I use my pencil to get my brows line. Always draw your eyebrows the way it will fit your face, the way it suits your eyebrow or your face originally. So I try not to do too much. It's very simple. I just went in with the line of my brows to get the shape. Then I thicken the end. Very important, After thickening the end, I use the brush to brush out the front, the tip. Then after that, I use my Pro Concealer and my foundation. So now I'm going to use the Pro Concealer under eyes because it's lighter. And then I'll blend it down to my eye. Then I'll use my foundation on top because it's darker, so I need it to blend in with my skin color. So first thing I did was to use my concealer under the eyebrows to line it, to give it to define it perfectly. That perfect popping definition, This whole makeup, I did it in less than 20 minutes. So yeah. And then I blended it down to my eyes. Yeah, the way you see on the video. Yeah, so I did on the both side. Then now I'm going to use foundation on top of the eyebrows so it blends in with my skin. So the way I apply the foundation, so you use a matching foundation. You don't have to use a concealer. So after that, I use my foundation normally to dab my whole face. You apply your foundation So I applied my foundation. So make sure your foundation it's matching with your skin color. So as you can see, the face is already popping because the foundation has literally covered the spots and everything on the face. So yeah, into my foundation. If you've watched this far, please drop a comment and comment where you're watching from. So after that, I used my eyeshadow on top of my eyes. So I try to use a nude eyeshadow, something really matching with the concealer I applied there and my skin. So because I said it's going to be light makeup, especially light on the eye side, I don't want too much colors on my eyes. So I use a nude eyeshadow, something that matches with the pro concealer on my skin. Yeah. So after that, I use eyeliner to line my eyes so it pops out the lashes and the face side. I don't know, I always use eyeliner because it pops out the makeup more, especially on the eye side. So I use eyeliner on both sides to line it, and then I went in with my blush, my liquid blush. So I literally don't want to add too much, but then if it looks too much, I think it came out nicely, so it's okay. So I blended it in with my brush. Also, you can use a foundation brush, or if you have a different brush for it, that's fine. So I blended it into the skin. You can see I blended it upward to the cheekbone, and yeah, it's popping, it's giving that look. So next thing, I use my concealer also. This is also a concealer. You can use the same concealer you use on your eyebrow underneath your eyes. I just choose to use a different one, but they are all the same color, just a different brand. So after applying it under the eyes, I use my Buffy foam to blend it in. As you can see in the video, it's looking cool already. I blended it in the right angles. Yeah, it's important you get all this angle foams. They're important. So next thing I used was my loose powder. I used my loose powder on the same spot where I added the eyeshadow underneath my eyes. I use it there to blend it, and on the nose. Yeah, I'm trying not to add a lot of layers, too much layers, And yeah, but I still use my contour, a darker shade, but the powdered one, not the liquid one, on my nose to define darker shade, just to define the nose more, to give it a good definition. And then on my eyes, just because it's dark. Then I use it below my cheekbone, below where I have the blush, and yeah, a little bit. So after that, I use my pressed powder to blend in everything. I started from my cheek down upward. This is pressed powder. I use two powders. One is loose, the other one is pressed. The loose powder, some people call it banana powder. So yeah, basically this is what I did. I used my pressed powder to blend everything in. As you can see in the video, please don't forget to drop a comment, subscribe, and follow me. Comment the kind of tutorial you want next, and I will do it for you. So next thing I did was to use my bronzer. We are almost at the end, so yeah, if you've watched this far, thank you for watching. So I used my bronzer underneath, on my nose, on my cheekbone. You see where I'm putting it? Just right there, just a little bit. You don't want it too much. And next thing I did was to use my setting spray. It's important to get a setting spray so it blends your makeup in, it sets them in and puts them together, so your face doesn't look like a bagana. So next thing I did was to use my foundation brush to apply on the net of the wig so it matches with my skin. I also use it on my hairnet. Then I wore the wig. Remember the wig I styled early? So then I use my tail comb to brush the wig backward. So yeah, after brushing it backward, the front side now, because if you can still carry it like this, but because I want it to look like as though it's installed, so when somebody sees it, you think it's a frontal, but no, it's a T-frontal, not a full frontal. So next thing I did was to use my melting spray. I use a melting spray to melt the net. I just use my hand to put it. You can use a brush. My brush wasn't closed, so I had to use hand. Use your melting spray at the front of your lace to melt the lace in, especially if you don't want to carry the wig for too long. At least this one will last me for 2 days if I choose to carry it for 2 days, or just something to wear out and come back. Then I use my tail comb to comb it back after the melting spray, because you don't want your hair to stick on the spray. It doesn't look dirty. And next thing I did was to use my got2b glue at the end so it holds properly. Then next thing I did was to use my melting ban again. I had to ban it. Now this time is on my hair, so it's melting that spray and sticks, hold them together. We are almost there. So yeah, after that I said, okay, let me do my lips. I've not done my lips. So on the lip part, I use my pencil first. You can actually use any color you want. So because I already did something light on my eyes, I said, let me do something burgundy color, burgundy and nude mix. So I use my brown pencil first on my lip to get the lip line. The next thing I did was to use this is a matte lipstick, burgundy color, not like a red pepper red, no, burgundy. Then next thing I did was to use a nude. You can see it's given already, but then I'm like, let me add lip gloss to it, white lip gloss, so it gives it has a shiny look, but you can carry it the way it is, just anyhow you want it. So girl is ready. Yay! So now we open the melting ban. Look at that. Just look at that. See how strong. Just with the little melting spray and got2b glue. See how strong. Just see. You can carry this installation for 2 days, 3 days if you want. But because it's just a day I want, so I don't have to. So you guys, thank you for watching this far. We're killing it. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me. I love you. Braid by